Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
At the tone, the time will be
0 dark 30.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Prepared Mind Happy Sunshine Show. That rolled off the tongue nice because I don't ever say it. Happy sunshine. Folks, wow. And stranger days are ahead. You don't have to trust me on this. Do yourself a favor and just surf the real news. Avoid the CNN. Avoid the NBC, the MSNBC, the CNBC, the FUNBC. You can avoid. Just go take a look at the real news. The stories are right there. They're right there waiting for you to discover the joy and the sunshine. Where do we start? Let's see. I'm going to give you just kind of a smattering of what the hell, because we have some serious stranger days ahead. I've received and listened to many people say, hey, look, had it with the Trump stuff. I get it. It is just, it's pissed a lot of people off, and it's got a lot of people exhausted on it. They've got Trump arrest burnout, overexposed. And that's really where we're at with that. But there's so much more going on. And you could say we're all being distracted. There's so much more going on. Where do we start? Well, let's start with this. The report that led to the arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin. Apparently, those U.S. State Department documents are completely and totally flawed. I'm not saying this, folks. I just read about it in the news. And I found that absolutely fascinating. Wow, that was a move. I do find it fascinating that, we have actual evidence of criminal activity, aka Hunter Biden and everything he's ever done, along with his daddy and his uncle. Yet that's not sufficient to generate an arrest warrant. But they want to send and arrest Vladimir Putin, a man in another country that they're at war with. They want an arrest warrant. Could it get stranger? No, stranger days are ahead, folks. Stranger days are ahead. Just a few weeks ago, there was a banking crisis. Woo, shoo! Good thing we got through that. We made it. No problem there. All taken care of. Actually, no, it's not. The crisis is still there, folks. The crisis, it's still there. You just don't hear about it unless you go look for it. The insolvent banks are still insolvent. The money printing is still being printed. And there are economic consequences that are playing out right now as we speak. Are you ready for what's coming? Since this little banking crisis, which they're going to downplay, it was just a couple banks, a couple of bad loans there. That's what precipitated the 2008 crash. It was a lot of bad loans, right? The liar loans, the stated income loans, the bullshit loans, all of the short-term adjustable rate mortgage loans that came due and people couldn't afford them. Well, that caused a huge real estate crush. Wow, right? Banks got screwed and then real estate got screwed. Well, it's going to be quite the opposite. In some areas, real estate's going crazy. It's very, very busy business. But for a lot of the country, or most of the country, it's not so. It's not so. Banks are much tighter now. Interest rates are high. making it hard to get a loan even if you want one or can afford one. And banks aren't wanting to lend out money because they're afraid of bad loans now. Consequently, or as a result, the real estate market is absolutely taking a crap at the moment. At this moment. Could it change again on a dime? Sure. Currently, and since this banking crisis, it's gone down. Well, tell you what, that means construction and all the workers in construction are going to slow down. This country, a huge part of the economy has to do with real estate development, construction, home improvement, right? Just like the auto industry used to be a really big part of the country, it's still a big part. In other words, folks, we have economic troubles coming that are massive, consequences that are huge. Trump getting arrested, that's a historic event. It's complete horse shit. It's above and beyond any of our wildest visions of bad government, bad prosecution, lying scumbag, leftist, Democrat, socialists. I get it. And I was having a discussion last night about it. It was like, what do we do about this? Because there's nothing you and I, as little people, can do. Not a freaking thing. The most we can do is say prep to action. Get prepared and take action by calling, writing, texting your congressman. That is about all you can do. It's about all any of us can do. Because we don't have power, we don't have authority. We don't have power, we don't have authority. See, we don't have prosecutorial authority, we don't have arrest authority for those types of crimes. And until someone in government grows the necessary cojones, nothing gets fixed. You see, it actually is going to take someone who is like this Alvin Bragg type fella in New York, the district attorney who's prosecuting Trump for federal crimes, right, in a local court, Manhattan's court. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But until someone starts prosecuting the lying, cheating, stealing, thieving, traitorous Democrats, and what have I been calling for? Impeaching Biden and impeaching judges for what they're doing. Until someone has the balls to do it, it's going to get worse, and stranger days ahead are for us. So what can you do? Well, call for impeachment. Yell, scream, call for it, whatever. Impeach. Remove. Prosecute the real crime that's going on. Not this plastic banana good time bullshit rock and roll that we see with Manhattan and Trump and the three-ring frickin' media circus that follows it, where in the left ring you got this crying, screaming fruitcakes, right? And in the right ring you got the incredible pissed off but not able to do anything patriots, right? And then in the center stage, center ring, the big show, you've got the mainstream media playing it up like the world almost ended, and thank God for this retard in New York City who's saving the world with his prosecution over nothing. And it really goes to show you in a lot of ways that any of us could be arrested at any time. Any of us, at any time, over anything. And as a good totalitarian once said, show me the man and I'll show you the crime. Meaning everyone can be thrown in jail, have it locked up, and toss the key when government wants it to happen. We are now in that room, folks. America. Stranger days are ahead, and I have but scratched the surface of the weirdness that is out there other than the Trump fiasco. I hope you are prepared. Chance favors the prepared mind. Godspeed. Semper Fi. Get pissed, but put your energy to good use. I'll see you this afternoon.